If you realize this, it's golden era. If you don't, you will go crazy or you'll get drunk. Education, both school and college education as we know it right now, could become absolutely irrelevant in this world in the next 10 to 15 years' time. Maybe in India it will take 20 to 25 years' time. But all the knowledge that you acquire in a matter of 25 years of education, normally 20 years of education or so, even if you come out with a PhD, it's approximately 25 years of education. In this 25 years, after your PhD, what you know, in another 10-15 years, a simple gadget which is smaller than your phone will know more than you. So, this form of education, of accumulating information and thinking we are getting somewhere, will become irrelevant because once this little machine knows all this, we can program other machines which know this and it will also implement it. They are looking at right now, there are experiments like this going on. They are looking at how a robotic machine, right now they got little fanciful commercial companies, they're trying to build a man or a woman who will fool other people that you cannot make out whether this is real or this is robotic. But it's not necessary, it can be a square machine which does everything that a human being does. The aesthetics of it is not really important. Right now they're trying to make it acceptable, so it's taking a long time. But if you just make it like this furniture, which does everything that a human being does, now they're looking at how a machine could engineer a whole building and order other 10 machines to build the whole building without a single human being. These experiments are already on and they're quite successful. The Honda company chairperson has promised by 2050, he will have a robotic football team which will win the World Cup football. Everything that the best players in the world know about football, they will program it into that machine. That machine will move better than any football player, kick the ball whichever way you want, everything. So, the way we are valuing information right now, if I know something, information that you do not know, suddenly I am superior to you. This is how our whole thing about… there was a time when everybody was illiterate. There was one man in the village who could read a book. People would sit there gaping at him because he can read from a paper. He's saying so many things from a paper. People sat there gaping. I've seen such situations. People can't believe all this is there in this book. So just reading a book, people acted divine. People who can read a book, they're acting like they're agents of God, aren't they, all over the world? Hello? Just because they can read a book. So now it's becoming irrelevant because everybody can read. Similarly, when the machines can remember… see, this process of acquiring information, analyzing and applying, this a machine can do better than you. The Google lady knows much more than any of you. Yes or no? Yes. Ask her anything without batting an eyelid, she'll say. Yes? Not even taking 2 seconds to answer, just like that. And she is nothing. What is now happening, in the next 10 years, what will happen is such, one cell phone-like machine can store information about everything in the universe if you wish, and can act, can process and act, not just you have to look for it, it can process and act looking at the situation as you can act. So this dimension of education, of gathering information, analyzing and applying, this will become meaningless in a short period of time. Well, it's a strange thing that people have been inviting me in the last 1.5, 2 years to speak in all kinds of artificial intelligence conferences. When initially they called me, I said, why me? I'm not an artificial intelligence, I'm a natural intelligence. Why do you think I'm a robotic person or something? They said, no, the problem is we will lose our jobs, what are we supposed to do? I said, that means it's a holiday. Isn't it fantastic? Hello? The machine does everything. Isn't it fantastic? Right now, just look back and see, 100 years ago, everybody was doing everything with a crowbar and a pickaxe. Now I see earth mover machines are operating. Now even the menial labor, if you withdraw the machine and say, use the crowbar, he says, no, I won't do it, ask the machine to do. Yes or no? Human muscle, what all it could do, a man's muscle, now is irrelevant because the machine can do what 1,000 men can do, it can do alone by itself. Similarly, what these 1,000 minds can do, intellects can do, if one machine can do, is it not a great relief? Hello? Isn't that fantastic? It is. So, but people are worried, what will we do? Now this is a great possibility because once there is no need to acquire information and process it and act smart in front of other people, all this is gone. Now, very, very important because I will become very significant because what can you do beyond the intellect? Other dimensions of intelligence, if you do not explore, you will feel like a dumb idiot in front of that machine. But there are things human being can do, which a machine cannot do. We called you a human being. We did not call an elephant as an elephant being, tiger as a tiger being, an ant as an ant being, a giraffe as a giraffe being. We only called you as a human being. Why do you think? Because you are supposed to know how to be. No other creature knows how to be, nor does anybody, any machine knows how to be. This one creature knows how to be. So, golden era for human societies are coming if they figure out what else to do with myself. When everything that you call as work is done by machines, what is the significance of being human? If you realize this, it's golden era. If you don't, you will go crazy or you'll get drunk. Yes. When people don't know how to handle life, one option is get into